super smooth. And we are getting started here.
Alright, I'll focus on the match, I guess.
Maybe we can look at the map at the same time. And Sensator going straight away for that red armor, but doesn't have a weapon. But shotgun is already going to be very useful. Such a powerful weapon right now with the rocket launcher having a small nerf. It's not as powerful as it used to be in like pre-Steam versions where it dealt like 200 damage per full blast. Right. That was ridiculous. Right now it's kind of reasonable. I really like it.
But now that he's got a rocket launcher, he's finding himself in a lot of these long-range fights that he's got to leave. He's got one direct rocket to keep Ethiixx off his back for the moment. But coming back in here, he's going to be catching him on the teleporter. Can't quite prevent him getting through. He's on the chase. He doesn't really have a whole lot to justify this, though. This is a good time for him to go, all right, I've done damage. I have made my opponent run away a little bit. Now I can go farm the map a little and take what I need to. But he's going to be fighting over that Mega. He's going to be losing out over the YA, and he's only got a few rockets left here. Just to watch himself. Oh, but he's got that solid grenade. It's going to be a fight over the red armor. And unfortunately, he's going to be running out of options and ammo just at about the same time. He's still got a lot of focus on that Mega, though.
There's not really much you can go for right now. He's going to need some health bubbles. Getting that yellow was excellent. Doesn't really want to pick up any fights at this point. Looks like he's just running around the map trying to find some health. 50 bubble is up right now. I forget where the 50 is.
Yeah, we haven't really had a frag on the map yet, and there's so many opportunities, especially on the Mega and the Red, to make that happen, but both of these guys have been able to back away at just the right time. We have another Mega picked away here by Sensator. Ethiixx is dropping down, taking the fight to him, which is really just asking for a lot of trouble right now. A lot of rocket bounces going around, and now Ethiixx is trying to back out of there. They're realizing that wasn't the best idea after all, and we finally have Sensator taking the first frag almost 2 minutes into the match. So definitely a different pace than THC 1.
Yeah, it is. You can play it much slower. I think we saw, was it Miha versus Gaia in the Ethiixx Cup on this map, and they had some really great games here. Ooh, oh man, good rockets there by Sensator. And getting the Mega health as a reward.
He's going to be down at the bottom of the map, though, and I really love this red armor room so much. Those pillars are just,
Oh, yeah. Good work with the bolt gun there by Ethiixx. And Sensator's just gonna camp this area. Interesting move there.
Yeah.
But hey, it works.
Nice bolt out of Sensator there, maintaining a 3-frag lead at this point. Ethiixx going back to his OK bind. Is that a macro or does he tap out each time?
This is the correct kind of OK bind.
There you go, Sense getting a nice bolt there. Have a few grenades coming off of the Mega health, but Ethiixx needs to pop up there and get some damage off on him. We still have Sensator with a lot of armor here. We have 8 seconds left to the spawn down here, and it looks like Sensator is going to stick around for the moment. Ethiixx is going to get that idea here pretty soon, or he's going to completely lose out the fight itself. He could have come in a little bit sooner, but he's still got decent damage off here. He's actually got him pushed mainly into the lava, and now Sense is on the run. He's going to be taken down, finally getting a frag for Ethiixx on the board.
Nice. I'm gonna switch to his point of view here on the stream as well, and look at this, he might be able to string up another one if he's able to dodge those rockets.
That was a decent prediction with the rocket. Angle was off a little bit, but he's got good timing on the red armor. It's interesting how having the timers hasn't made the movement of any of these players all that static. I mean, for players like Ultra and Profanum, you can kind of expect that they would be cycling the map that they would be, but for even newer players, I'm not really seeing much of a detriment there.
Yeah,
There's not too much camping going on.
They do realize what to do and what not to do, like they're not rushing straight away. They actually use the items for their advantage when playing the defensive game as well, just avoiding those areas when they know they shouldn't be going for them. Which is kind of how it goes both ways, so it's not only a benefit for the in-control player who's picking up the items.
Well, it's certainly even-handed, but Ethiixx is trying to be a little bit more sneaky right now, throwing out a few bolts here before taking away, well, at least taking away the yellow armor position, if not the item itself. And here comes Profanum for it. It's going to be a fight over it. He's knocked him off it so far, but they're so full of armor, taking relatively little damage each way.
Yeah, and there's the Mega health up.
Yeah, there it is, and we've got Ethiixx getting the pickup. And they both kind of leave each other after doing a cursory amount of damage.
Well, there's the re-engagement here on the red armor. a lot of damage there by Ethiixx. That was 2 direct rockets, but not able to get the frag. And that was Sensator escaping through a teleporter. Ethiixx trying to find a ball triangle and nailing one of those shots.
This is what Reflex maps should look like.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know if the general population is going to really like buy into this sort of thing, but for me, I'm geeking out over it completely.
It is beautiful for sure. Okay, looks like Sensor might even be playing without item timers. He just hopped on the mega health and jumped
really?
off it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or if he just didn't see his opponent first, that's also possible.
I don't know. When Pi timers made their introduction in Quake Live, you did kind of see people, even though that they knew it wouldn't be up for a while, they would actually sit on it. I don't know, there's some sort of psychological difference, but my god, Ethiixx with a few beautiful rockets directly on Sensator, but he's going to be leaving up the fight, and he must not be really timing Mega all that much either. He knows it's not going to be up for another 20 seconds or so. But this is a good time for him to kind of bring the fight back over to Sensator, but he's trying to leave it up entirely at the moment. He's early on the red armor as well, interesting. Grenaded him back into the lava, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be on the run, and on the chase we have Sensator taking another bolt off him.
Yeah, take the lead back as well.
Frag lead. Yeah.
Alright, right now Sensator's going to need some army to work with. There's one of those yellows up, but he's going to go and try get himself on the Mega. Might be a bit too late now. Not sure if Ethiixx is around trying to rain down some rockets. And it looks like Sensator just made it out alive perfectly. Here we go with the rocket work. Trying to find the bolt angle, not quite landing it. But the red armor is not going to spawn in a while either.
And he's got all the opportunity to chase through the teleport at this point and just do some hug rocket damage, getting in that 2-frag lead now. Hopping right over as he spawns, because he's got his sights set on that all-important red armor, taking away 225s as well on the bottom of the map before popping out through the top. And he's got good control on the yellow armor, if not taking it. He's going to be keeping Ethiixx off it for at least a little while. He's going to be trading some rockets for those rails. And finally, oh my god, Ethiixx actually taking the Y out from right under his nose. But he paid for it with that damage.
Yeah, but having that mega health as well, able to assault this red armor, but it's still gotta be Sensator getting the item. Ethiixx going down to, I think, lava or his own rockets, not sure.
Yeah, there's one thing that'll be interesting moving forward depending on where the damage balance goes. I've noticed in Quake Live that if both players know that red armor is coming up, for instance, and you know, one of them isn't stupidly low, they can both show up and not necessarily, you know, be at a major risk just because the weapons don't hurt that much. In a game, you know, more on the Quake World end of the spectrum, it doesn't matter if you know red armor is coming up or not. You still don't want to show up because it's not a fight you can win.
Yeah, that is very much true. In Quake Live, you always just gotta watch for the railgun, but other than that,
yeah,
you can do quite a bit of things. Like if you play a map like Lost World with no railgun, you can see a lot of spam happening from out of control players on major items.
Yeah, you almost expect to eat a rail when grabbing a red on a lot of Quake Live maps just because that's not a big deal. It's 80 damage off of my 200 stack, whatever.
Yeah, it's something you gotta be able to do as an out of control player just to let your opponent not grow so huge.
But right now we got Sensator with plenty of armor, not so much on the health spectrum though. He's 2 frags up on Ethiixx, but this could easily turn the other way if he doesn't get some control back here very quickly. He's finally able to pick up that 50, but he doesn't look like he really knows where he wants to be at this point.
Oh,
he's going to be right in front of Ethiixx,
just in
taking away that
time.
red armor, taking away the frag.
Ethiixx should have moved on that red armor much faster. Oh my god. But Ethiixx really, he took the mega health and he had an opportunity to go for the red armor, but he took a bit too long there, not able to get that item.
So we have both Mega and Red coming up at this point, and with those item timers up, yeah, Ethiixx really needed to decide where he wanted to be. It looks like he wanted to just be down in the middle, just scraping for scraps.
Yeah,
he's going to be giving up. Okay, that's a good decision. He's giving up the red armor right now, hopefully going for one of the 2 yellows.
Yeah, he's getting that, but with 30 seconds left in the clock and 5 frags behind, I think this is looking like a safe game for Sensator here. Able to get one more frag on his board.
A fairly close game though, but I think it came down to Ethiixx just not really quickly making the decision, okay, do I want to show up on this red? Do I not want to show up? Is this a good idea or not? If I don't show up, where should I be instead?
Yeah, I think that's a very good way to put it. But yeah, so far this has been the most even game we'd have today. Of course, early group stages we are expecting to see quite a bit of blowouts, but that's normal. No.